that's how I felt. So frustrated on trying to get monetized. I had the subscribers, but I did not have the watch hours, and it was taking at so slow as a snail, and I was getting so frustrated. My name is D Nice, and I am doing the channel Lazy Entrepreneur. Why did I create this channel? You probably already know from my other videos, but I want to find a way to spend an hour a day um, creating side hustles that make me money. That's it. Hour a day. That's it. So, this is my journey on the YouTube part of my side hustle. So, the goal is to be monetized within 3 months. I saw a lot of people were saying they just love creating and they haven't been monetized yet. And it's been like 5 years. And I'm like, not me. I'm about that money. If I don't see it being monetized within the next 3 months, then I'm moving on to the next side hustle. So, yeah, that's what it is. But some people say that's to each his own, obviously. If you just love creating, that's great. But I'm doing this to make money. If you are trying to find ways to make money as well and you want some ideas, you want to see my process, then stick with me. If not, if you're trying to hear to figure out the love of YouTube and creating, that's not this channel. So probably want to leave out. But this is just going to be talking about how did I get to the 4,000 watch hours I need, because that was one of the things that I was struggling with. And I'm just going to go over some of the things that I saw as a marketer, kind of have a different eye and view things differently. And so I'm just here to talk about that. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it now. We're going to look at my first video, which was March 29th. And you can see, obviously, I had one subscriber. I remade an old channel, renamed it. I think I did the channel like for a week and then I just was like, forget it. So, this is where I started on March 29th. I did my first video and created with Canva. I'll explain that in another video. But you can see that I got 2.3 hours, so not bad. My second video, it was about 1.1. Oh no, 0.21. So basically, in the 2 days that I had, it's 2.3 hours is what I got. Realizing that is not going to get me the 4,000 watch hours. So I decided to pivot in April and I decided to do more videos, obviously. Um, and I did that pretty much in the beginning of, I think in the beginning of April, try to do a video every day. I saw that my watch hours were not really going anywhere. And kind of some of the stuff I'll say what I kind of did and why it didn't work that way. So, what I did is when I saw that watch hours were not going, I decided to flip over to trying to get the 10 million um, short views, and that was a mistake. That completely didn't work. I think after a week, I was like, this is not going to work. I have to go switch back to the work hours, the watch hours, long form video. Great if you guys can get the 10 million shorts. That's good. I just decided I'm only working on this an hour a day and I don't have time to wait for the 10 million. So I went back to the long form. I noticed that in the long form, if I had a click through rate above 3%, like 4.5%, YouTube algorithm will dish me out more and more slowly. And if I had the watch hours more than 40%, um, it will continue to dish me out. So if I had it lower than that, it will dish me out a little bit and then it will just stop. I'll have no more views. It'll give me no more impressions, which is just YouTube giving your video more audience. If you don't know what impressions are. But I found that um, if I try to get a video that someone's watching more than 30% and around 5 to 6. No, actually, the first time is around 4 to 3% is what I was going for click through rate, and it will dish me out a lot more. The only thing is that my videos were it's a gaming niche, which is just quizzes and things like that. It A lot of people didn't watch more than 3 minutes, or maybe they watched four, or they pretty much didn't watch that long. So I decided to shorten my videos, and that allowed me to get the 40% watch of people watching 40% of my videos, and my click through rate increased, and YouTube was just surveying my videos, which gave me a great run. All the videos I was doing. But as you can see, my watch hours, if I have shorter videos, my watch hours go up slowly. So in the month of April, I only had 176, and I had 2 hours from last month, which is not really even last month. It was the ending of March, anyways. So that wasn't going to work. So I was like, frustrated. um, so I decided to think, okay, I have to pivot. I'm trying to get this uh, monetized before 3 months, so I need to pivot. Spending longer than a week on this is not going to work. So I decided to go do some research. I did a couple of videos, and maybe I'll do a video to explain Google Trend. So I looked on Google Trend to see what was trending. Hockey was trending. Obviously, Trump is trending, and a couple other things. Um, and I did a couple games and a couple quizzes on those. They did work, but they didn't give me a viral video. And I was in my head, I'm like, I need a viral video to get these watch hours, because the videos are short. So I need a lot of people viewing it at a fast pace. Um, so then I looked at some of the videos in my niche, and I looked at some of I really mostly just focused on the ones that were recent, like posted in the last month or posted, and to see how many views, if they got over 1 million views. Those are the ones I was really looking at. And I saw a couple of them, a couple compilations, and I was like, do you know what? Maybe I'll do a compilation video, and maybe do some, reaction videos and stuff like that about games. So I did 2 videos. I posted one up, and I'll kind of show you like what happened after that. So like we were after April, I was like, okay, this is the last month that I'm going to work on this. And then as you can see, my watch hours. So I posted that video on the 19th in the afternoon on Monday, and then I had my watch hours by the time the next day came, by the end of next day. So I got the 4,000 watch hours, and that's kind of how I did it. A lot of research, a lot of like looking at my stats and understanding, okay, what is my audience doing, and what does YouTube algorithm want? And that's why I shortened the videos. That's why I also researched to see what is getting the most pickup and things like that. And that's what I did. So yeah, so within 2 days, I got 4,000 watch hours, but it was a hair pulling experience in the beginning, because I just didn't know how to get it done, but I did it. If not, I haven't created it yet, and I apologize.